This is Volker Heidecke, and this is the world's only scale composite Polikarpov I-16. Scratch built and designed by Volker himself. Volker lost control of the aircraft in a stall spin incident, and his life was saved by a rocket-launched parachute that someone had gifted to him. Saved by a parachute that he never planned to have from the start. I managed to convince Volker to fly down all the way from Auckland to the deep south for a day to come and see if we can get it going. So the pressure was on and we only had this one chance. Today we dust off the airplane after being in storage for over 16 years and see if the 9-cylinder Radial engine will roar back to life. Join us as we put this one-of-a-kind aircraft back together at our good friend John Stewart's farm in the deep south of New Zealand. Going from this
Now we got an issue.
to this.
Yeah. I don't know, I missed that one. Yeah, you can just feel the brute force.
See this aeroplane after so many years and after what
It's all pretty positive, really. So, nothing that I really regret about it. Even after that incident, or occurrence, as the CIA would like to call it. Never felt more alive on that one Friday night coming home from the bar, dance to the rain.
Yeah, that's pretty
good.
awesome.
Yeah. So it's nice, no hard feelings or anything. Just have nobody else to blame but me. So
Yeah, fair
that's good.
enough.
Yeah.
So when was the last time this engine actually ran?
That would have been September 2009. So
2000, is that when you had the crash?
That's right, yeah. So that is
It doesn't feel that long ago, but it's actually
16 years ago, yeah.
well,
Yeah, time flies. But it should be all here. There should be nothing missing. The engine was running on the flight, all fine, and I switched it off before it hit the ground. So
Yep.
it shouldn't have any damage apart from maybe the gearbox got something when the blade stuck in. So when the whole airplane came down, I was swinging back
yes,
under the parachute, and it just whipped the propeller off forwards, like one blade came off.
yes.
But it's all wooden propeller back then.
Oh, wasn't this off?
So
did
this
the
is
old
a new
prop
one that I
broke?
made from
Yeah.
carbon. So it's quite a bit stronger altogether, so that might damage the actual gearbox. But theoretically it would be easy to rebuild this whole thing.
Understood.
It basically would require anyway, before it flies, to replace all the rubber. It's past its use by date. Like when you see here, there's a bit of rust in the exhausts. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see the rust.
Oh yeah, so basically. If you go from here.
Oh my goodness, just all over the wing.
Yeah. So yeah, plenty of rust there. Yeah, back in the day I was basically thinking, could I go stainless, and I couldn't afford it, so I just went mild steel. Yeah.
I've heard that stainless steel makes better exhausts than.
Yeah, that's right. I
'Cause
mean,
it's,
when you look here, how much rust actually is sitting there.
Oh my goodness.
But
So that's just surface rust, eh?
it's pitted rust, so it's actually structural to the tube.
So I guess when we start it up, we don't want to be standing in
be-
line of
that's
fire
right,
of the exhaust.
Yeah, that's right. But it's a usual one where after first build up, there would be all sorts of fiberglass dust and
Yes.
everything in there,
So-
just flying all over the place.
Hey, John.
Hello.
I should actually give you this microphone once you get back.
Yeah, I haven't been yet. I'm collecting, found this at the house. This stuck there, son.
Okay, here we go. Yep. Just move it sideways. Okay.
You want to
move a bit forward.
Yeah, if you go forward, I can go down.
Yeah, forward.
Good. Right, I'll go down,
Yes.
and then I can come and help.
Good. I think maybe just move it sideways from here.
Free bird. wheel doesn't turn much. Wow, look at
There we
that.
go. Woohoo! Good.
Get in there.
Then we can basically pump up the tires again.
Right.
So question.
So the biggest hassle on a radial engine is the oil. And basically now having sat there for 19 years, it was pickled initially. But the pickling,
After you crashed it.
that's right, yeah. But then pickling is only for about a year. So question now is how much internal rust is there.
So what is involved with pickling an engine? I have no
So
idea.
pickling would be that you basically get all the old oil out because when it runs, it collects all that acid, exhaust, and everything that basically gets washed off. And you want to get all of that acid out. So you replace it with fresh oil and then a special pickling oil usually available. And then in the end you spray in like a waxy thing that should coat everything that isn't covered by oil. Usually then the oil runs down and then some areas would be exposed again. So fingers crossed that internal rust isn't too bad. The airplane has always been in a dry spot, so thanks to John.
That helps, yeah.
Yeah, and that should help, yeah.
So what's the plan for today then, to get it started? What's
yeah.
the steps we're
So
going
the
to go through?
main thing today is that we get all that old oil out, up to a point where we can freely rotate the propeller, just to make sure that it actually can rotate still. Put in the old instrument back in to actually monitor what's happening when the engine is running.
Oh, did you bring that? Or
That's in the box here.
Oh, it was here, okay.
Yep. And then we should be ready to go.
So where do we drain the oil from this?
There are
the
lots
radial?
of drains on this radial. So there are
What's this one?
basically down there where a bit of oil is hanging. That's one of the drains on the intakes. So there would be 3 of those on the bottom cylinders. Then we have a sump plug at the very bottom of that.
Oh, so that's the sump.
Yep, that's the dry sump of that engine. And that dry sump is basically too small to hold all the oil. So the engine requires about 8 liters of oil.
So this is the sump here, this one.
That's right, that funny.
Okay, so
tubular
where's the
structure.
rest of the oil?
It's up in here.
Is there a
So-
separate tank up there?
That's right. Yeah.
In the front of
So
the
when you
cowling?
look in here in the cowling, there's this fiberglass part. It's a
over here.
vinyl ester.
Oh, is this, so what is this, like an overflow pipe over here?
That would be a return. So this, I think, would be the return. And then I think there are 2 returns, left and right.
Return to the,
Basically,
Tank.
the engine is set up that there is a pump that pumps the oil out of the dry sump into the top sump or into the top tank.
yes.
And
So it's literally in the cowl here.
that's right. Yeah,
And
so this is
Is that Polikarpov or is that your idea? Is the original
no, the
Poly has the
original-
same idea? Or?
the original tank was at the firewall or close to the firewall and was massive because the old engines burned about as much oil as fuel.
Yeah.
So they had to actually fill it up after a flight. They had these massive funnels to
So
just dump the oil
was
back
this
in.
your design?
That's my design to have it in here. Also, it's pretty good for cooling the oil.
Yeah, I never
because
knew
it's
that.
directly exposed.
So how far does the oil tank go to? Is it,
Uh,
how far down on the cowling, roughly?
basically, let's see down to here. So if I show it on here, that side, basically that's the level. So all of that is filled with, or the oil level is it's marked on the cowling. It's up to here,
Yes.
basically up to that level. So usually it would be full. Well, that much would be full of
Yeah.
oil.
And
Left
how,
and right.
how do you check the oil level then on this? Where's the...
So there's a siphon. There's obviously no fill. You don't see any fill-in thing.
Yes.
So there's this thing here, which is at the bottom of the tank, and then you basically just open this one up. And when the tank is full, you hold it up here, and then you fill the tank until it's overflowing at that spot here.
That's so cool.
That's the level.
Just show us again the
Yes,
where
actually-
you held the filler.
It is actually
Oh, there's
overflowing.
actually oil. That's a
it is
good
actually
thing, right?
overflowing exactly at that spot, so the tank is full to the exact required limit. So
So 16 years or what?
yeah, oof, Jesus.
Yeah, the oil still
There's
looks
a bit
pretty
of
good
pressure.
actually.
It might be even pressure in the tank. So yeah, if I go to here, it's
Oh
overflowing.
yeah, then it already comes
Yes,
out of
so
there.
that's actually probably up to here.
Yes. Did you come up with that idea?
Yeah.
Amazing. That's German ingenuity for you, eh?
Ah, could you help me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, wherever you go, you have your dipstick there. And the cowling has to come off before every flight anyway, and no matter what you do. So it might as well be easy to check at that point.
Yes.
Yeah. So this engine does not have automatic drains. So whenever you have a radial engine static, it will drain out the oil just running past the cylinders, running past everything, and fills up the lower cylinders.
Yeah.
And then they need to be drained before they can actually, you can run the engine. Otherwise you have hydraulic lock and it can bend the push rods, the conrods inside. So good point. Basically, we have plenty of oil in the engine, so there shouldn't have been any issue with running out of oil over the years. Definitely plenty actually seeped out in storage. Yep.
Okay, so let's do the first step then.
Yep.
Thanks for explaining that.
Yep, all good.
I actually coincidentally have this in my car.
Ah, I see, okay. Yeah. I mean, if you want to use the...
Oh, I told John I'll use this because that makes a big noise. So
Ah, I see, okay. Yep, fair enough. Good.
I'll go pump some wheels. I've never pumped up the wheels of a Poly before. So where do you find wheels like these? Because they're...
They are scooter wheels out of China. It's one of these funny coincidences. I was looking for wheels, and this aspect ratio doesn't exist for anything aviation related. So it was very common back in the day, obviously. But today it's all balloon tires, and nobody makes this apart from basically custom aviation. So one day I was already building the plane, and I was basically, I will just provide a certain size of wheel space. And I was in the workshop, the doors open, and then outside I heard this pop, 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 pop. Just a small, what do you call them, a small chopper running past the workshop. So I was going outside and I saw this guy, super massive guy on this tiny chopper. The chopper probably 1.5 meters long, and this guy on this one, like enveloping it. I was just looking at it and just like, that front wheel, that looks suspiciously like what I want. And it was the exact size. So this is a modern one of the same kind. Basically, it's almost exact scale of what the scale size of what the Polikarpov had.
So is it plastic or...
No, it's aluminium.
Aluminium. Oh, yeah, okay. Sort of a matte black aluminium.
Yeah, so that's the original one that I was flying with back in the day. But the other one is lost.
Oh, okay, so, nice.
Yeah, so that's
Was it lost during the crash or afterwards?
No, so all the ones that I crashed with got basically recycled and thrown away. So I had 2 of these new ones, but one basically got lost along the way. So I had to rebuild the actual axles and the brake pickups to make the new ones fit, because there's slightly different positions of the brake discs. But they're basically rated to the weight that I need.
Yes.
There's no margins. Heavy landing makes them fail.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
So we're aiming for 1 bar. We're not going to be doing landings today, so...
Yeah. Yep, that's right.
1 bar should be fine.
Yep.
It's my Kmart bicycle pump.
Yeah.
Good, thanks, and you?
Thanks.
Good to see you.
And the engine should be running today if we can get a battery sourced and the actual propeller turns. So then it should be no issue. Yeah. There's definitely plenty of oil in the intakes, so all of these should be preserved well. Okay, not much on that one. So these would be the pre-flight valves, just to get the oil out of the intakes. Because if we would just drain the exhaust side or the cylinders themselves, you would get a whole heap of oil out of the intakes right into the cylinders, and then on the first turn you get a hydraulic lock.
So the oil that you're draining now, is that just out of the cylinders, or is that
just,
actually
no, that's
from
just
the
intakes even. That
the
is
intakes? All right,
Yes.
so all this oil is coming out of the intakes.
Ooh. moist.
Well, at least the intakes will be well preserved.
Yes.
So that's never been opened before
Yep,
in
that's
16
right,
years.
yeah. Who knows how much is in that tube?
So once we start it up, it should just blow it out, eh?
Nice.
I have no idea. I said to Lindsay, just snapped.
So the reason for pulling the plugs.
That we can actually turn the propeller easily.
Oh, okay, yes, there's no compression.
And then we also get the oil directly out of the cylinders.
Is it true that every start, or just every
No.
start, you have to take the
So
bottom free?
I think I remember properly that on any cold start, you just need to actually pull the these inlet.
To
plugs.
unblock any block.
That basically gets rid of the oil that is in the intakes about to swoop into the cylinder. And then when you're slowly rotating, the exhaust valve should open and drain it out to the exhaust ports.
So you suggest turning it slowly by hand before you...
Yep,
touch the
100%,
key?
yes.
Yeah, yes.
All the top spark plugs look very much the same.
Yes.
So it's very likely that the interior of the cylinders also looks the same.
That's good news.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hope there's not no rust there.
Where's the spinner? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's got the nice star on it as well.
Yeah. So when you look on the inside, it's actually got some.
Oh, look at that.
It's basically a fan for the propeller speed reduction.
Which is situated behind that.
Right,
Oh, that's
yeah.
why.
That's why it would all be basically
Look at that.
completely hidden and no cooling whatsoever. So this system works well enough that the propeller, the spinner actually is sucking itself forward. So on the first flights it was rubbing on the propeller back.
Right.
So normally with the pressure on the spinner it would be rubbing on the front.
Yes,
It
yes.
actually
So you're actually cooling by sucking it out?
No, the air is pushed through the spinner.
Yes.
But and at the same time it basically pulls
Yes,
itself forward.
some back pressure.
There's quite a bit of turbine effect in the spinner itself. It's extra thrust.
Amazing.
So is this something that's commonly done on airplanes, or?
Not usually. If there is a kind of a fan in the spinner, it would be on small electric motors,
Yes.
where basically the motor is sitting inside the spinner.
So this is cooling fans. What are these fans made of? It looks like a type of a
That's just foam.
foam.
That's structural foam with fiberglass on the side.
Oh, so it makes it lightweight.
Yeah.
So how did you get to the idea of doing this?
So originally, I just had the inlet in the front, and the oil was getting pretty hot. So anything that helps cooling it down. I talked to the guys, and basically they said that there should normally be enough cooling of the oil through that reduction gearbox, and because it's hidden here, there's no chance. So at that point, basically, I cut in some holes, and this one.
So you come up with this idea.
Yeah. So it's 3 stages basically. When you would open that front end,
Yes.
and there's another
Oh,
swirly thing in there,
Wow. That's the jet unit.
and then basically this one. Okay, so here comes the moment of truth. If you have any
What's
chance.
the moment? What's the moment?
Okay, here we go.
Right, so what are we checking for?
But we can actually rotate it. Not much resistance here.
Oh, there's some oil coming out.
Yep, that's what I hope for.
Is it out there?
Yep.
Where's that oil coming
That's
out?
coming from the intake. So it basically the valve opened, it pushed a bunch of oil back into the inlet. And if the inlet drain wasn't open, it would suck it back in next time and then hydraulic lock.
Right.
But the oil that came out looks pretty good. There's no funny color to
Yeah,
it.
it does.
So the V-belt on the alternator would have been now not moved for 16 years as well. In here. Probably doesn't like to be moved much.
Much bigger bolts on your engine mount than you put on the impulse.
So from this, it feels really fun. It looks good. There's no scratching.
Yes.
You can feel the gearbox.
Careful.
Yep. So I would say very promising.
Yes.
You're looking for there.
That there's no rust particles or anything. Finally draining out of the old system. That looks good here. I would say we can talk about getting the rest back on before we put the oil in.
So you want to put what back on?
The rest of the systems that we would need to run the engine. So instrument, cluster, then the canopy, and I would say put the wings on so we can put some fuel. Check out that that we can actually mount a battery, and at the very last, actually put the oil back in.
Is that where the battery goes?
That's right. It's boxed as a firewall.
Yes. Okay.
Inside. Yep.
It's basically it's part of the story. So
in the 80s, she was very interested in art and alternative lifestyles. So back in the day, here was still the old communist system. It was all a bit different. So at some point, unification happened, and just before, she had met a lot of people that were all against the old regime in a way, and usually there would be artists, people with different ideas, people that want to make their expressions heard and seen and everything. So met some people that were into pottery and this kind of thing, and my mom was always drawn to paintings, so she was painting at home. And then early 90s, the new government, the West German government decided that there were too many math and physics teachers in East Germany. So they laid off a bunch of them because they said we don't need them ever again. And so my mom decided that might as well go a different way. And she studied to become an art teacher.
Wow.
So basically made that all happen, was also for social sciences. And at that point, basically, she went for that one track. And then, as it usually happens, the government is changing their mind. And a few days later, they basically said, we've run out of math and science teachers. Could we get you back? And
That
my mom
sounds
said, nope,
typical
not going to
government.
happen. So, but basically, from that background of artistry a bit, I'm very drawn to shapes. So I like modeling, clay stuff. I like anything that has a nice form to it. So it pains me to see cars that have no shape, basically, that are out of proportion. And it's all the same work, basically. Make it look nice or bad, it's all the same work. So I hate when people spend their time making a shit-looking piece of equipment.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a quote we should write down.
Yeah.
I hate it when people spend time making a shit piece of equipment. So, did you grow up in East or West Germany?
East Germany, yeah.
Which
so
one?
behind the Iron Curtain. So that was in the 80s. I joined a modeling club, which is its own story.
So I was 6 years old, going to school, and that was all like a normal boy. And, at some stage, my mom, as a teacher, basically would have come to a point where the children of a teacher need to be something special. So my brother and I, twins, we were meant to go to a Russian language class in school, basically change schools to do this kind of
Russian
thing.
language.
Russian, to learn Russian.
Well, what's that?
Specifically. Yeah.
Russian.
So at this point, we changed schools, and then one day, what teacher said basically, boys, you all need to have a hobby. I don't care what you do. Next week when you come back, I would like to know which hobby you started with. And as an eager young pioneer back in the days, as a blue neckerchief and everything, basically, okay, well, that's what they told me to do, so I better go and find a hobby. So, so in my hometown, they had established kind of a club, but government run, basically a kind of an enterprisey thing where you could join different hobbies. So it was a Station junger Techniker. So it's basically a club of young technicians. So you could build model boats, model cars, model trains. You could learn to shoot, drive go-karts, whatever, all kind of putting people towards a STEM. Yeah. So become technicians, become pilots, whatever. And so I wanted to build model boats. So
That makes sense.
I like boats.
That's a story for another day, isn't it?
I was intrigued by sails and shapes. Boats are quite shapy in usual terms. And so basically I went there, and on the day that I wanted to join, the boat guys weren't there. So I was just looking, and one guy next door basically said, why don't you start here? Model airplanes, same thing. And so I said, okay, well, yeah, let's get started. Here we are today.
And from model airplanes.
Yeah, model airplanes, basically, we started with free-flying models, as you do, balsa wood, all handmade whips and everything. Then 4 guys in the club, same age, went to the same school. We decided we should basically go a step higher and go for competition gliders. So there's a few different categories. And for us, it was the F3J, which is gliding where you have to fly for 10 minutes after a launch on a hand-drawn cable. And you're gliding for 10 minutes, which is quite a challenge. It's all about efficiency, right moment, you recognize what the sky is like, and you gain height, you judge your energy and everything. So that's why I'm still better with model airplanes that only basically glide, don't use a motor. It took me a while to actually learn to fly with a throttle. It's a different, basically, universe in itself. Yeah. So you judge your whole thing differently if you have no excuse, basically. If you're in a glider, it always goes down unless you make it go up. The other guys then went on and built small RC models with petrol engines or with methanol engines. And so we had the usual ones. Some guys built some Messerschmitts. One guy had a Air Cobra. And so it was all, okay, let's go think outside the box. And we had a catalog where you could order some plans. And I just leafing through, and I saw this side view of the Polikarpov back then. It took more than a year before I basically decided to order these plans, 10 mark or something at the time, quite expensive. And then I built that model out of balsa wood. And yeah, you can see the shape doesn't lend itself to normal construction where you just build a squarish frame and just plank it and everything. So quite a challenge. Even the wing fairing to the fuselage was all hollow, all formed balsa wood. It looked quite good. It still exists in Germany. My cousin has it now.
No one crashed it yet.
I crashed it a few times myself. So the original wing I built was with the original Russian Clark YH. It's a profile that has a reflex trailing edge meant for flying wings. And it obviously works for the full-scale one. But originally it was meant to not have a tail, like that wing profile itself. So to put the two together, having a tail and that profile is a bit of a funny thing. So when I built the model first with that original profile, it didn't fly. You basically couldn't control it. And then the older guy said, "No, just go to a half symmetrical profile and just be done with it." So I changed the wing, and then it was actually flying. But just basically like here, the model had a stall spin, and that was the end of that model flying career.
Then you went to the bigger. So you had the little models, crashed that one, got the bigger model, and then thankfully
just history
survived that one.
repeats.
And ironically, you went from gliding to flying a brick.
That's
It's
right.
something that glides like a brick.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, how does this thing glide? Probably as
It's,
expected, like a brick.
No, it's 1-to-1 basically. Glide ratio is pretty out there. So when you switch the engine off, it's definitely going down.
Yes.
So, the usual one at the stall, 3,500 feet per minute. So you
Wow.
don't have much time to actually do your stuff.
So
yeah.
maybe the Polikarpov is the same philosophy as the F4 Phantom. You can make anything. You can
That's
make a
right.
brick fly if you
Yeah.
strap a big enough engine to it.
I mean, the original one was quite efficient for what you had. So, they started with 450 horsepower, back the first models, and they got pretty good speed out of it. So, the main advantage was the retractable undercage and having no flying wires or anything. So, monoplane, retractable undercage, and even with a fixed pitch propeller, they were pretty good. So, in the wartime, they removed the gear doors and all of this to make it work more easily in the field. Yeah. In the end, they were not meant to fly somewhere. It's not a cruise airplane or anything. It's a point defense airplane. So with the original life expectancy of 10 hours in
Yes.
wartime, they didn't need to be efficient as such. Yeah, you just needed to get the guns where they needed to be in the sky. Yeah. So for this, the airplane originally was a good design. Yeah, and then it was just overwhelmed. If a Messerschmitt 109 comes along, you're having a hard time, basically. So this white scheme here was just that people stopped asking me about when do I finish the plane. So basically it's finished. It's the winter scheme.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, well, thanks for sharing that.
Sure. Cheers.
Don't need to worry about the. Put 'em on.
That's what Dysons are for, sucking rust out of old Radial
Radial engines.
engines.
Exactly.
Is that a real Dyson or a Chinese copy?
A real one, yeah. I could be a great salesman for these things. I love it.
Right, so what's the discount? What's the discount code, John? What's the discount?
That might be a bit
For
dampened.
anyone at Dyson watching, we have a
We're using the soil, are we? No chance.
No, it's all rubbish. Yep.
actually looks pretty clean now.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You already got the instrument in.
Yes. Yep. It's all ready to go. It's all meant for field serviceability.
Yeah, that was pretty quick actually. What have we got inside here?
Yeah, just fixing the seat in the lowest position.
Right, let's get these puppies open. So the reason we're going to put the wings back on is to get fuel to the engine, eh?
Yep, that's
And
right.
it's slightly easier to get the wings back on than to try and make a makeshift. So did you have to have this polystyrene custom made?
No, I cut this with a hot wire. So it was. That's why we have these slices here.
Oh, okay.
So it was
Is
basically
this
a-
actually a joint? of
Yep,
these?
that's right. Yep. So it was. The inner part is a trapezoid, and then the outer ones are just shorter trapezoids.
Well done. So do you want me to keep it in one
Yep.
piece?
The wings should just slide out. You can just put it on top. If you give me a hand. Big enough wing, you think?
So this is the elevator, right? I mean, it's
It is shorter than an elevator on the bigger slave.
yes, that's crazy.
Never sit when you can lie down. Never stand when you can sit.
Never, let's say that never sit when you can lie down, and never.
Never stand when you can sit. Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
Winston Churchill.
Okay.
He said,
This weight to a lift ratio would have been pretty bad.
yes. He said never sit when you can lie down and never stand when you can sit.
Oh yeah.
Conserve your energy.
You should have sat onto the troops at the beaches. So the original airplane had a small side door to climb in and out, and a much larger cockpit opening. So if you imagine that's the scaled original opening, would be pretty difficult to get in and out from.
Yes.
So that's why I have this opening up to the front.
Is this a baggage compartment?
No, this is where the parachute lift.
Oh, the parachute.
That's why the
that saved
opening is
your
missing.
life.
So that opening blew out and was sitting at some farmer's field. Wasn't found.
Yeah. Was the rocket in there as well?
That's right. Yes.
The rocket
that rocket
and the
punched
parachute.
the lid out, and then basically the rocket was mounted here on the side, shooting at that angle here.
So that was the life insurance.
That's right. And parachute just hung off the end of the monocoque there.
So is this the door latch?
That's right. It's from a crashed glider. That's why the symbols there.
Oh, a crashed glider.
Yes.
And now they offer crashed Polikarpov.
How similar is this to the factory Polikarpov?
It's not similar at all.
Right.
So the original only had a side door that flipped down.
Like a Spitfire.
Yeah, so the guys could actually lean out and look where they're going. Hi.
Are you going to put the spinner on for the run or only afterwards
We
maybe?
might need to adjust the propeller. That's not,
Okay.
So maybe the second one.
So is this the air intake for that cooling?
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
So what are you busy with at the moment?
Just taking that screw out again. I think we just need to make a new one for the other side.
Oh yes,
I don't want to sit on a lumpy chair.
makes sense. I just want to make some room for the
So I
wing.
think this should be it.
What's the wingspan?
6 meters.
Oh, the Cree is 5.
Wow.
So it's
Basically, that's
nearly.
one. Yep, that should be fine. Okay, so I would say let's get that lower wing out of the pocket.
Okay, the scissor is here on the.
Okay, so if we go first, we put it on the mattress. Might need some penetrating oil or something,
For what is that, Volker?
just to get the pins out, the main wing pins. Or
Do you mind if I polish the canopy so long?
The canopy isn't mounted properly. The gas shot is out of gas.
Can I just put it down and polish it
Yes,
with
yep, 100%.
Is this an open cockpit or does it have another,
No, that's the one. Yep, that's open.
just like that? Yeah.
Yep, so the original one also only had an open cockpit.
Oh, true.
I have enough of a canopy there. This was a number 3 that could make a full
Yes.
one. But basically there would be no space for the head. This would be right in there.
Right, so that's done. Removing it from the stand.
Yeah. Yep, it's glued in.
Old grease.
Is it stuck?
Yeah, there might still be some load on because the wheels and this are basically the same.
Do you want me to lift the load? So I'll go underneath and lift it with my back.
Ah, I see, okay.
Then I can lift more weight.
Yep, do that again. Ah, okay. And again. Just again, if you can. Nope, that needs a bit more.
And there they go out the side.
Push a bit harder.
In here, on that side.
Can I? Maybe you lift it and I'll
No,
pull.
I'm not that strong.
Okay,
My
fair
back is
enough.
all fucked.
Find the hole.
Don't you with your back, Volker. Do you want me to just give it a
Oh.
tap with the?
Now it needs to find the hole inside this one here as well. So we need to lift it a bit to find that hole again.
Hey, John,
Might
Can-
need your muscle.
can we just borrow you for a second? That needs to find that pinhole there.
Yeah.
You see?
Basically, we just need enough lift off here.
But if I lift
Not-
it and you just
this one
tell
needs
me
to be
which
loose,
way.
basically. Nope. So on the wing, if you could lift on the wing.
Me lift.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll come around here.
Yep, almost done.
Mind your finger. 1, 2, 3.
That's it.
There you go.
Oh, and lift again.
1, 2,
And
3.
remove this up. Done.
Feels a lot heavier. I I think I might need to put some more air in those.
The engine weighs 140 kilograms or something, so
Okay.
Right.
it's definitely not lightweight.
How do you see that it's locked down?
What do you mean?
Good question. The landing gear.
The lock. So it's basically at this point locked at this point here. So I put a clamor on so it can't move out of the way.
So when that's
when that's
against
come-
the weight, we're fine.
That's right. So there's a hook in the back that
Right.
actually makes it so that this can't fall away.
Yes.
And if this one was to go, which happened in the first accident I had, basically this just moves out and the whole thing retracts.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm. Oh, yep, this is already easy.
Sitting for 15 years and everything looks great.
Done. Okay,
Let me just go so.
good. Yeah, if you pull this one out, just put it to the side.
G'day, Mr. Ross. How are you going?
Good day, good day.
Good, thank you.
Got a bit dirty hands. at the
Good to
moment.
see you. So does that same pin go back in
That's it,
for the
exactly.
wings?
That's it. Yep.
It runs and idles and speedo, recan are all going. It's got that model.
Yep. Just needs a bit of new grease, and then we should be all golden. Yeah, all of this got grease coated back in the day. That's why it's all covered. in
Yes.
This funny grime. Yeah.
Everybody's good and only feet above the ground.
What are you checking for there, Volker?
Just I had to rebuild the strut system, so it's all a bit off at the moment angle-wise. You can see it's not the right angle. Can be adjusted via the scissor link. So to actually taxi properly, probably would need to be set slightly different. Or we do the propeller first. That might be a sensible thing.
What would you want to do with the propeller?
Just set the two blades the same angle.
Or the
the
blade
moment-
angle
At the moment they are not set.
for balance?
So it's a new propeller. The blades are new. So
What-
I just set them at some arbitrary angle.
So what type of propeller is it? Is it a...
I made this myself. So this
You
is
made it yourself?
yeah. So that's carbon composite, hollow carbon composite. So made with a bladder inside, and then just glued on end pieces that screw into here. So not sure if this is tightened up. But basically, if it's undone here, then it can be turned.
Yep. And we'll do the first run with the spinner off.
Yep, that's nice. So for this one, we might need to put the tail up and measure the actual angles.
One of the joys of filming is dumping all this footage. Success.
Yes, everything at hand. Could I grab your muscle again?
On the other side.
Yep.
I'm offended that he didn't ask me for my muscle, Volker.
You're carrying the camera. So. All good, thanks.
Definitely something I'm not known for. So how do you actually check the blade angle?
So have a digital level, and we set one angle at the approximate position that we want, and then set the other one with a laser.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting because I've never seen that before.
Yes.
So can you just tell me what you've just done here?
Good. So I mark approximately 75% of the diameter of the propeller. That's where usually the pitch is set. It only needs to be approximate at this point because we are only going for achieving an RPM that is sustainable for
Yes.
the test. And then if it ever would go for flying, it obviously would need to be done more properly and also balanced. So at the moment this will be unbalanced. I measured the blades individually. There are less than 4 gram difference between the two, so they will be fine for the static test.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Good. So for this, we basically just set a point here, and then we mark where we want to set the basically.
And then while you're working, your counterpart is hanging upside down in the middle of the hangar. What are you doing, John? You're stretching your back while Volker is breaking his back working.
Yeah, that's right. Good.
I want to have a go on that thing too.
Ah, did you actually damage it?
No, I just thought it's a good opportunity to
Yeah.
bend off and become a handy load.
That's actually a good simulator for training inverted flight. Get all the blood in the head.
For later this afternoon.
Yeah. So what's the plan from here?
So we want to make both the same. It doesn't really matter what the actual angle is. We just want to set them the same angle. We undo these clamps. Basically, these only clamp the actual clamp the blades in position. They are held against all the forces by a big thread in here, in that section there. So it can't really fly out or anything. Good, that's 4 degrees.
So what are you checking that for?
So that usually you would want to set it at the fuselage or the engine 0 degrees.
Yes.
The engine is set at 0 against the fuselage, so the tail is slightly low. So I would basically account for these 4 degrees when I set the blade.
Yes.
I want to set them to about 16 degrees against horizontal, or against vertical, sorry, this way. So,
Understand exactly now.
Yep. So against this one, basically the tail is more down. So what we measure is 4 degrees of 16. So we should be measuring, that would be 78 degrees. So that's 75.5 at the moment.
I like 180 degrees the best. That's when the roast gets the nicest.
Okay, so this one is set at
No, I have no idea what to say.
12 degrees from vertical. So vertical would be here. Basically, so this blade is now sitting at 12 degrees. Fuselage is tail down, so if it was horizontal, this blade would be another 4 degrees more steep.
No,
so it would be
makes
set
more
at
sense.
16. So this one being at 12 degrees, we can fix it in place with the lock here.
That whole equation was a bit of a blur for me, but here at the end it all came together. So it doesn't really matter at this stage what this one is at, you just want the other one the same.
Exactly, yes. So
Okay.
we can initially just set them with a digital level, but we can also set it with a laser. So for this, we basically just mark it on the floor.
Is that a laser?
Yep, that's a laser
Is that
pointer. There's nothing special, it's just a laser pointer.
Okay.
So we can't actually position it here. It's meant to be used like this.
Oh, then you point it on the floor and then...
That's right. So we got a pointer here, there. And we mark it. Let's see if we can get a marker. Or a second piece of tape.
So do you have to mark with a pen or something on the...
Oh, it's basically where the cross is now.
Okay.
Good. So then we bring it to the next position. Set this onto 0 again. Good. So that one's set at 0. We can bring this one to 78 degrees again. So usually with a digital level, you can measure it closely,
Yes.
but very often the angle is actually not good. So because we have a much longer measuring arm
Yes.
with a laser, we can actually set it to 0.02 degrees roughly, where this one is only good to about 0.05.
So the laser is more accurate.
The laser is more accurate, yeah. And we can see we are within probably 3 millimeter, and that's usually fine.
Close enough.
Close enough. Yep. I would say spark plugs can go back in, and then we should be ready to put that oil in.
Where'd you put all these spark plugs in? I can
They're
screw
all
them.
on the.
I can just
that
screw them in
solid.
finger tight so long. Do you
Yep.
want to put any copper compound on?
No,
or
they were like
not necessary?
without any. That's usually the bottom ones are so oily anyway, they're not going to seize.
Okay. Oh, I love that smell. It smells like a Harvard. Makes me. That smell I get is exactly when you sit in a Harvard. Mm-hmm. Don't know what it is, but man, oh man, it brings back. Oh, I just love it. What's the oil grade?
540 motorcycle oil for the gearbox.
Oh yeah.
Compatible.
Good. Let's see. This last check. So.
That'll make a difference. So it's only 16 of these. It's good. It's going to just add a little bit.
Do you want me to take the float off and check if there's no gunk in there?
If you can reach it, go for it. Yeah, it's probably fully dry, but if there's any flaky corrosion in it, definitely
just
worth
clean
while
it
to
out.
clean it, yeah.
I see it's not properly secured anyway. Oh man,
What's it? What's it looking like?
beautiful.
Oh, okay.
I
Too
was
easy.
just testing you. Yeah, so the float bowl looks pretty good.
Nice.
Ready to go, eh? Ready to go.
Float bowl is it's clean.
Nice.
Nothing in there. What is this?
This
valve
is the
here?
main oil shut off so that the tank doesn't drain completely into the engine.
Okay.
So that needs to be opened up before flight. There's a small micro switch there that if it's locked, closed before engine start, there will be a siren going off.
That's wise. Very wise.
Yeah. Won't be the first one where people forget it and then a big drama.
So what's the challenge here at the moment, Volker? What's the problem
So we just
we're
wanna
addressing?
Connect the fuel canister to the actual wing pickup, the fuel pickup, so we can run it safely without the jerrycan being thrown out by the slipstream.
Yes.
So cable tie
Would do the trick. The original Polikarpov had a retractable undercatch where you would raise the whole thing with cables. So you had a winch in the cockpit, 44 turns. And basically, because you have two motions, you have to get the locking strut, that's the inner one on the back, moving at a different rate as the rest. It's quite a complex gearing system in there. And I wanted to get away from it, so I put a gas system in, so it's pneumatic in the middle.
Is yours pneumatic?
That's right, but it hasn't flown with the gear retracted.
Okay.
Yeah, so
You've always just flown gear out?
that's right, yeah. Until it's retracted by itself.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So
Man, it looks pretty awesome just standing up like this. Hey, it's got a presence to it.
tilt forward, I think. Yes.
That was tricky.
That's my building tolerances.
Not the greatest.
I think you need
Right
to.
at the back,
Yes.
Hey, Volker, let's just blame it on the micrometer. You needed to recalibrate the micrometer. So line up the pins and get her in.
And in slightly again, just slowly, slowly.
This is so pretty, I don't want to take the wings up again.
To actually screw it on. Ah, yes, yeah, so it went in by itself. There we go. I forgot that this is short.
Right, so the first wing is on.
What was the hold up there?
No, it's just it's all hasn't been together for so long.
Good enough there?
Yep, that's will be
Yep.
fine. Good.
Yep. Push, push, and push. Okay,
I just line up the.
That one went smooth.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
I think it's just like with the impulse. If you know the quirks, then it's easy enough to put it all together in quick time.
So Volker's from a long line on his maternal side of nuclear physicist. Is that the same
Just
as you,
one.
or you- But what was your father into then?
Well, he was an engineer. He was actually the father of modern computer memory.
Right, yeah.
So he's been doing computers since 1959.
Right, yes.
He did a lot of interesting builds, self-build type stuff. When he was 16, he could.
There we go.
Just
Tender
needed
touch.
that German touch
Yep.
from the builder, which is good. And so, for the first time in 16 years, the Polikarpov emerges out of the hangar with its wings on and fresh oil to try and start up the 9-cylinder Radial engine for the first time in 16 years. Well done to Volker for coming up with this wonderful aeroplane, having the guts and the tenacity, commitment to bring this project to life. What an excitement and a privilege to be part of this project. Go Volker. And if you've made it this far in the video, I would really appreciate it if you can support me by subscribing to the channel. And let's see if we can get it started.
I go through the steps. So health and safety. Basically nobody beside the propeller. Because it's a new one, has never won. So we don't want to risk anybody getting injured. So everybody behind the plane. Would be good you move as well. Yep.
Here with you if you want.
Yep. And then basically if anything happens, fire extinguisher at hand. Fire extinguisher. Propeller's clear. Master on.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Good, we got fuel pressure. Good, propeller's clear.
Yep.
Good, we are basically not having enough power to turn it over. I'll try again. Okay, it's gonna be difficult to ignite with that.
And a better battery.
Propeller's clear.
Yes.
Nope. The voltage drop is too high. Let's check one more time. It must be dropping to less than 10 volt, otherwise the screen wouldn't go blank. Lever off? Yes, yes. And there's an alarm here, that is the one that makes the noise.
Oh, yes.
And for flight, this open. Good, clear. Trying improvement. I think we drop below 10 volts.
Okay, we got big jumper leads coming.
Okay. Yeah.
And thankfully we had a Sparky at hand.
Good. Propeller's free. Propeller's free.
Yes. Woohoo! Round of applause.
Woo! Ah, yeah. That still works.
What's your first thoughts, Volker, after 16 years?
Check for oil leaks.
First famous words, check for oil leaks. And there's that amazing quote, don't spend your time building things that look shitty. Well done, Volker.
Yep.
16 years in the
Awesome.
making.
Yeah, thanks for your help as well, guys.
Yeah, no,
Awesome.
you've done well.
So now it was running quite rough, especially above 1200 RPM. And we need to sort ignition for number 4. Number 4 seems to not have ignition. No.
Might be that the lead is loose.
It's quite rough running. So that's why I didn't go any further. The temperatures all look fine, voltage all looks fine, but the number 4 is no ignition whatsoever.
So you're happy with everything for a second run, Volker?
Yep, happy to go. The second one will be basically revving up to see what the top RPM is. First one was just to see that it can run and holds idle, and I checked the ignition. All of that seems good. Temperatures look fine apart from number 4 EGT. That is very low. Very possibly just the actual sensor broken. Yep, they are fiddly. Yep.
And how are you feeling after running it for so long?
Quite positive. Quite positive.
Yes, okay. Well, the smile on your face already said a lot of things. Even if you were trying to keep a serious face, the smile says it all.
Good. So for speeding up, it's a good possibility the propeller disintegrates. Everybody stay behind again. If anything happens, I just shut down and make my way out of the cockpit. And then if somebody could rescue the... Yeah. I don't know, I missed that one. Ah. Woo. Yeah, you can just feel the brute force. Yeah. Ah, John, the valve still needs to be switched on. Exactly.
Should I check how much fuel you still got? The yellow tap is open.
Yellow tap to the bottom. Yep. Yes. Good. Sweet. Thank you.
See how much.
Clear the pop. Can you just turn the propeller slightly? All safe? Yep, that should be fine. Thank you. Clear the prop. Now we got an issue. Did I not connect properly? Just check the plus and minus on the second battery. On the further one. Is it connected to plus properly? Now just check the plus and minus. Yep.
This battery should be good. Is this
Yeah.
still hooked up?
It's all still hooked up for the And so it was only fitting that John run the plane too. And so, after a successful day, I got to sit down with Volker and interview him about this amazing plane.
The world's most convoluted flying plane.
The joys of running a Radial. It takes the cleanup takes longer than the actual engine run. So you just well, at least oil preserves, right?
Yeah, that composite structure will never rust.
Yeah. That's funny.
Okay.